On October 25, 1994, Susan Smith told police that she had been carjacked by a black man who had taken off with her two young sons still in her car. For 9 days, she made tearful pleas for their safe return, but it was all a lie. As her story began to unravel, Susan admitted that there was no carjacker and that she had let her car roll into a lake with Michael, age 3, and Alex, 14 months, still strapped in their car seats. Her motive: she was secretly dating a man who didn't want children. The story became international news, even landing on the cover of People magazine. Susan Smith was convicted of 2 counts of murder and is serving a life sentence at the Leith Correctional Institution in Greenwood, South Carolina. Now, 25 years later, Susan Smith, now 48, has spent more than half of her life in prison, and records obtained by People magazine show that her incarceration has been marred with disciplinary infractions for self-mutilation and drug use. Last March, she was promoted to a board keeper assistant, in which she was responsible for the daily operations of her housing unit. In 2017, she was working in the prison as a landscaper laborer, a step down from a position she had previously had as a senior groundskeeper. At least 6 times in the past 2 years, Susan has had severe enough medical issues that she has been transferred to another facility for outpatient treatment. The nature of her treatment has not been made public. In the past 9 years, Susan has been disciplined at least 5 times for various infractions, including self-mutilation and the use and possession of narcotics or marijuana. Each infraction has resulted in the loss of privileges, including loss of visitation, canteen, and telephone privileges. Twice in 2010 and once in 2015, she was disciplined on drug charges, losing privileges for more than a year. In 2000, Susan Smith, then 28, was disciplined for having sex 4 times with a 50-year-old prison guard, Houston Cagle. He pleaded guilty and spent 3 months in jail. The following year, a prison captain, Alfred Rowe, also pleaded guilty to having sex with Susan and was sentenced to 5 years probation. But Susan Smith claims she has been misunderstood. In 2015, Susan wrote a letter defending herself to the State, a South Carolina newspaper. "Mr. Cahill, I am not the monster society thinks I am," she wrote to reporter Harrison Cahill. "I am far from it. Something went very wrong that night. I was not myself," she wrote. "I was a good mother and I loved my boys. There was no motive, as it was not even a planned event. I was not in my right mind." But Susan's ex-husband, the father of the boys, told People magazine in 2010 that he has never fully recovered from the pain. "There's always this nagging and gnawing heartache," David Smith said. "It's there every day, even if I'm not always conscious of it." According to the jail, Susan Smith is not permitted to give interviews. A call to her former attorney has not been returned. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, leave me your thoughts and opinions below in the comment section. It's hard to believe it's been 25 years today since she drowned her children.